both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Jordan Knodler is our subject, and I think it's clear why we're talking about him. He took home the AL Cy Young Award last year, and we can see him there receiving the award from his manager just a couple of moments ago.
Yeah, and what else can you say about his performance on the mound last year? He was just absolutely dominating, keeping hitters baffled, and just about every time he went out there, he was awesome. And he meant so much to his team as well. You know, I don't think they would have had the season they did without him. And when you can say that about a single player in a team sport like baseball, well, then you know you're talking about a very special player.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Atlanta Braves and the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte brings with him. He comes in among the National League leaders in batting average, so he's been handling a hot bat all year, and it'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Ender Inciarte heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Ain't nobody out now.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started.
Here we go now.
Right
Let's
on time
go.
at 7:05 p.m. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play.
Wall!
Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
They got to be more patient out there. Work the count a little bit. Try and get to this guy early before he settles in.
Into the box, Hunter Pence. He'll get to take his first cuts
here. Here we go,
here.
guys. Let's do it.
Into the windup, and
Hey, we got
pitch.
one out here.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here, 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
One of the fastest guys on the field is Delino DeShields. Now, I played with his old man back in L.A. He's a terror on the base paths, and that speed translates well on defense. Originally, he was drafted as a second baseman, but he's shown that he can virtually play any position on the field.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Freddie Freeman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1-1.
Just underway here in Cleveland.
2 outs here. 2 outs.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Matt Kemp makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Matt Kemp.
Here we go.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center.
Oh, you take it. Ball, I got it.
And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away. Sean Rodriguez will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early
1 out.
on.
We got 1.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
2 down here.
Stepping in now, Richie Nesbitt.
That's
He'll
a
take a look
now,
at
here
the
we go.
strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 1 home run and 5 driven in. No score here as we play inning number 2. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And another foul ball. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Tyler Flowers leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early.
Hey,
but
nobody away.
They need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
In there at the knees, strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
0-1 count and the pitch.
D-Rod.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Into the box now, number 2.
Hey, we got one down here,
Strike
one down.
1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 3 homers
Hey,
and
here we go.
14 driven in. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, right now he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey? That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Hey,
Jose
come on, get ahead,
Garcia
stay
will
ahead.
stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
First pitch
No
hacking
ball.
here, and that's the first strike.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
2 outs, fellas.
Big
ball.
swing and a miss
2
at the
strikes.
fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Ender Inciarte is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Runs up and gets this one down. Throw will not be
Yep,
in
he
time
made it.
as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
I tell you, when it's done right, it looks so easy. I mean, this ball is put down almost equidistant from all 3 guys that had a shot at this. Perfectly done.
Rack him up now.
Into the box, Hunter Pence. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1.
No 1 out now.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Hey, we got 1 here, guys.
He's ready
Steal!
now. The pitch. Runner goes for second.
That's out.
Pitch outside. The throw.
Hey,
It
he
skips
throw.
in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit, and that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
1 out and a runner on second base. Pitch swung on and hit in the air.
I got it.
DeShields, well, range to his left and put it away.
No runner. Hold it right there. Hold it.
2 gone now in the Braves' half of the fourth. And coming up, the dangerous right fielder, Matt Kemp.
Plays it first here. Yeah.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now, 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We're back to Progressive Field after this. Leading off the inning, Sean Rodriguez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this
nobody
game.
Out
so
now,
just
nobody
chip
out.
away, chip away.
Here comes the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. 1-1.
No.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that
1 ball,
one.
1 strike.
That
Hey,
might
all
just
right,
change
here
the
we
whole
go now.
complexion of the at-bat.
One and two as
One
the
ball,
changeup
two
had him out
strikes.
in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Line drive to left.
I got it.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Into the box now, Richie Nesbitt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count
Hey,
all
2
game
outs.
long.
Plays at 1. Hey, what
Nothing
away.
in one count. Here it comes. Sets
Ball.
the target low here, and it misses.
Play
1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hit hard to short. Lindor scoops it up. Throw gets him.
That's an out.
2 down.
Now batting.
So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. So far this year, nobody's had an
2
answer
down
for
now,
this
2
stuff.
down.
He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
Come on, guys.
Tyler Flowers
No ball.
stands in
1
as he
strike.
swings and misses for strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here's the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Ball.
Just inside,
2-2.
not by much. It's 2-2.
And that's 3 straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Number 2 will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Hey,
Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Standing in now, Jose Garcia.
Field plays at 1 here.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
No strike.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta.
Hey, we got 1 out here.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
All right,
Here's
jump on
Ender
him.
Inciarte. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
We got 2.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Ready on 1-2. Chopped toward the second baseman. Hernandez takes it in.
He's out.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 4-0. Leading off the inning, Hunter Pence, and they'll need him to get something going here.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
High and deep to center field. Back goes to Shields. Still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. It's a solo shot here for Hunter Pence. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
And even though this is only one run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that.
Plays it first. Plays it first.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And even though that pitch did fool him, it was a hanging breaking ball. And so if he's looking for an off-speed pitch, that could have been big trouble.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Plays at 1 now.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
Hey, we got
and
one.
That finds the target. 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there, and he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
Hey, we got two down now. Two
Sean
down.
Rodriguez. As the first
Here we
pitch
go.
to him
Pick
is
it up.
in there
Let's
for
go.
a called strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. Cleveland's out in front, 5-1. Richie Nesbitt will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2
we got no
trips.
outs here.
Nesbitt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Plays at 1 here.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A funny thing happened on the way to his shutout in the last inning. Any surprise that he's back out there for the 8th?
Well, if it's me, I think I let the bullpen try and take me home, but he might have said something between innings that made his manager change his mind, so he's back out there.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
When you're out there pitching with a 6, 7, 8-run lead, you can afford to come right at guys 0-2. Why not?
Tyler Flowers will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Here we go, guys.
Comes
No
back
ball.
with a
2
fastball
strikes.
up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
And this battery knows full well that this guy's been scuffling lately.
Hey,
so
we
they're
got
not
one.
messing around here. They're coming right after him.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
A good heater right there. We'll take a look at it again on show track. And guys, that's already his 2nd strikeout of the inning, and he's done it on a minimum of 6 pitches.
Number 2 will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something
ahead, stay
started
ahead.
here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting
2
report
away now.
did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back
playing
here.
12.
It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Jose Garcia will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just nail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
First pitch on its way. Into the seats, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
No ball. 2 strikes.
You like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Strike three. 19 strikeouts for him now. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Ender Inciarte gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
The pitch count, you asked?
Hey, we got one.
Right at 100 now, but I think this is still a game that he can finish off, no doubt about it.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 home. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
And so far, that's been the tale of this game in a nutshell. Way too many pitches being swung at out of the strike zone. I mean, it's almost getting comical now, and if I'm pitching on the mound, I wouldn't throw anything close to the strike zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Into the box now, Hunter Pence.
2 down here.
As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike one.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Taken, called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Calling for it.
Got it.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 8-1. Good night from Cleveland.
8 men on base.